With glassmaking dating back as far as 4,000 years, it's still popular and hugely in demand. There are many glass items that one can create, and Marileen van Wyk from GFA Glass Studio tells us about the endless possibilities when it comes to glass forming, which made her fall in love with this craft.
My love for glass began when I started studying glass in 1998. I didn't really have the love for glass before then. I just found it as an interesting medium to do during my studies. I do glass because it's forever a challenge and it keeps me interested. I'll never master the medium, I think. That's why I keep doing glass.
Her fascination with smaller glass items has led to Marileen's work becoming very popular as she creates sentimental items that make great gifts. From earrings and wine glass trinkets to figurines, rings and bracelets, this has led to the birth of her glassmaking studio, which she started 7 years ago.
Why we started the studio is because we found that there is a market for glass. We've actually been working with glass for a very long time before we started the studio, and we thought, well, let's go public with this medium and see how it goes. And it's been going very well ever since. The most liked product, it happens at different times, different products. A few years ago it used to be the beaded cutlery and so on. It was very new and people loved it and made a lot of those. Nowadays it's smaller things, the key rings, because they're so cute. People can't really resist them, neither can I.
Glass is a very versatile product that has extensive uses. From the different shapes, designs and colors that can be created, it's no wonder this craft has generated so much interest.
Right now I'm going to show you how to make this small paperweight. It is a technique that I picked up in the States. We're going to make it out of glass. It is called a borosilicate glass. It's a very hard kind of glass. That's why we need a nice big and hot torch like the one I'm using here. First of all, I need my protective glasses to take away the glare of the glass on the flame on the glass. I'm lighting my torch. First, get the gas going and then the oxygen. And then I start to heat up my glass rod. Got a nice big hot flame going, because this glass is very hard, it takes a very long time to melt. Keep the back side down to make sure that the glass actually drops back onto itself to form a little ball in the front. So now I let it cool down a little bit. Now I'm just heating up the tip because that is the area that I want to push down. Push it down on my graphite paddle so it becomes flat. And whenever you touch anything on glass, metal or graphite, the glass actually cools down a lot on that area, so you need to heat it back up again. Now I'm going to, from the middle to the outside, draw little lines. I'm adding another color just to make the flower a bit more interesting. Now I am just pressing the small bits that I put in last so that they go in a little bit more. I'm now finished drawing the picture. All I'm going to do now is just to heat it up and let the glass fall over itself. That's why I'm holding it up at the back, so that instead of the glass running down, the glass must now run back the other way. So what's happening is when I'm pressing it down on the graphite, the design is actually being pushed into the bubble on the other side. So it is called an implosion. So I'm just heating up the glass, same kind of glass, also borosilicate, getting it nice and warm, pressing it down to form a flat surface, and I'm going to add it to the little paperweight, and then I'm going to melt it off. Now it needs to cool down a bit and lose that orange glow that hot glass has. So while it's cooling down, I'm actually just keeping it close to the flame so that it doesn't get a thermal shock.
After giving the paperweight enough time to reach room temperature, finally, Marileen buries the glass into vermiculite to allow it to gradually cool. After a couple of hours, the glass is ready and a stunning paperweight is created. Starting up any craft can look like a daunting task, but you'll never know how good you can be at it until you try.
If you consider taking glass making or bead making up as a hobby, then you can actually study it. There is a university in Pretoria that you can study it, or there are various little studios around the country that you can look up and they should be able to assist you.
As the famous saying goes, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
I think I do what I love every day when I wake up. Unfortunately, having a business comes with business responsibilities, but once that is done and I can close the office and switch the computer off, then I can go and sit in front of the flame and whatever came into my head the previous evening, I can go and sit and make it.